Eggs sound good about right now. Boiled eggs, deviled eggs, scrambled eggs. But anyway, trying to do the matrix. It's just basically a sphere or an egg-shaped sphere within a sphere. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Digital Paul Workshop. It is I, the storm that takes out your lights, Techno Meow Tinkerer. And today's video, we're going to go back into Blender, and this is just another time-lapse video of a transformer thing I'm doing. This is the Autobots Matrix of Leadership. And I was originally doing this as part of the bedroom project, but I figured it could have its own video. And when I go showing you the transformer thing bedroom, you'll see where I put the matrix. But this also gave me a chance to learn and try a few things out. But for right now, let's see this video I have of me doing the matrix. Simply importing a picture in. I found this online. I don't remember where I found it online yet, but it was one of the better designs of the matrix I could find. And what I liked about it is because it gives me all the perspectives I need to create it in 3D. And start with the sphere. And that's in case of most things is all just basically extrude. I don't know if I used loop cup. I did, using the side tool because the inside of the matrix seems to be more egg-shaped than it is actual a sphere. Eggs sound good about right now. Boiled eggs, deviled eggs, scrambled eggs. But anyway, trying to do the matrix. It's just basically a sphere or an egg-shaped sphere within a sphere. Oop, gotta center it. Now, I think it's supposed to be a crystalline structure in the actual core of the matrix. At least that's the appearance I think the animated movie gives. I'm not 100% sure. I have not checked to see what it looks like in other media. Although I think, did some of the Japanese series, I'm trying to remember, did they use any of the Matrix? I can't remember if the Unicron trilogy had one. I don't recall seeing one in the animated series. Not offhand. I do know they had it in Beast Wars, the American Beast Wars. Because when they found the Ark, I think Prime stored the Matrix, was I think at the time was considered to be part of, Primal stored the Matrix, which also I think was considered in that to be also Optimus Spark, like the Matrix and Optimus Spark was one and the same. Which I guess it would make sense because it would make sense in the movie why he died when he took it out. He removed his spark, and that's why I think Rodimus, when he sorted himself out, was able to talk to all the past Matrix holders, because that would make sense. Sort of like Midori with All for One's powers. Each one of the previous wielders of All for One spirit was attached to the power, so that's why he was able to talk to us. So it's sort of would parallel that story right there. Oh yeah, right here I'm simply just trying to extrude. I did my typical normal, the extrude in to create the center. Now I'm going to try to extrude out to create the raised surface of the matrix. Yeah. Extrude from everything from its own origin point. It's not 100% lining up the picture, but it's close enough. Oh yeah, that's right. I don't have to change the insides of the center so it better fit around the core of the matrix. But going back, I'm trying to think. I can't think of. I'm trying to think of some other series that actually had used the Matrix, and I hadn't kept up with the aligned continuity. I did see a few episodes of Prime, and I've seen clips of some of the others, but I really haven't kept up with Align. Now, I'm gonna be honest. I love RC's design and personality in the Align, but I figured it would have been better, especially for color, if that would have been if her name was Chromia than RC. That way, you could say she's was an updated version of Chromia, because for some reason she makes me think more of Chromia than she does of the RC of the G1 series. There was a few things I liked about the Align continuity. I didn't get it too deep. I did like Knockout's character for a bit in Prime, and it's not for the reasons most people think. I just think he reminded me of an evil version of Sunstreaker and Sideswipe, all interested in his looks. And I know some people want to put a certain code to that. I never saw it as that code. He reminded me more of Jefferson Darcy from Married with Children. And if anybody watching, you know he was obsessed with his look, but he chased the women. But for some reason, they got in his mind, if a male character is obsessed with looking good, then he cannot be straight. And I don't understand that mentality in today's world. Now, yeah, creating the handlebars for the Matrix. This was a little bit of a tricky. But mostly it was just me using all the extrude. I was trying to remember. I wasn't too keen on the Matrix design in Bayverse. I understand they made it where it was portable, like they did with the Allspark. When the first movie came out, I was all excited finally getting a live action Transformers. I overlooked a lot, but as the series progressed on, I'm like, okay, the novelty of finally getting live action is wore off. Y'all are veering too much from the source material. You're very, and I'm not that critical so much of some of the source material, because a lot of the different Transformer animation veers and changes from it depending upon whether you're watching the American or Japanese, the 80s, the 90s, even the 2000s. But it just got to the point where I got the last night, it felt like 3 different movies in one. They gave a whole roster of Decepticon naming off only to kill them off the next thing. Like, what was the point other than being filler? Now, there was something I did with the arms that I kind of went back and corrected. And like I said, most of the time this stuff is me figuring it up as I'm going along. Oh, I actually was doing, I didn't realize it. I just saw that now, where I'm actually positioning where I can line up things here. I did that here. So I apparently learned it from doing it between the time I did it to hand till when I did the Matrix here. And I'm telling you, that comes in very handy when you're trying to get everything to be centered, or not centered, but straight. I was trying to remember, there was somewhere I had to go back and do some stuff. Oh, I think what it is, I had some loop cuts for those little dark gray areas, and I was trying to figure out, and trying to get them to match right just didn't work. So I think I eventually undid those and just do the straight, and then go in and add the loop cuts. Oh yeah, to me it just seems simpler if I just repeat the bottom of the matrix like I did at the top. Now, because of what I was going to use this matrix for, that's why it's one solid, well, not one solid, it's actually 2 solid pieces. The outer hole does not come apart. If I was going to use this in any way to be for animation where it actually can come apart, I would probably have to go in and do some, I would definitely have to go in and do some edits for the actual outer hole, which shouldn't be too much trouble, just to put a loop cut and delete one side and just mirror and just duplicate the other side. That way now you have two sides that can come apart. But for what the original design I did here, it was, this work sufficed. Oh yeah, I went through and I think I had forgotten. Did I miss? Yeah, I think I forgot to do something, but yeah, I figure I'll just go ahead and try to line these things up and then go back in and add the detail after I get the main shape straightened out. And like I said, it was so nice to be able to line these things up on their axis so I can have them straight. Yeah, and I know next time I'm doing blades, I will be using that tool. But like I said, just repeating what I did through the top, doing it with the bottom. That's one thing I had to sit there and had to keep remember. I had to go back up top and keep changing the command for which point I needed to correct itself by. Wait a minute, I can't remember. Did I use the bevel tool on this? I mean, when I zoom back out, if I see the top again, I'll know if I used the bevel tool. I don't remember. I thought I might have at some point when I was adding in the details. No, I hadn't used the bevel tool for the top. Now I'm adding the loop cuts in to try and give trying to give those little dips in for the dark gray. Recessed areas. That's what I need to say. Recessed, not dips. Just went in with the knife tool. I think the knife just made it. I don't know why I went with the knife, because usually the knife don't cut all the way through. I think I end up going back to loop cuts. Loop cut makes a lot more sense. Oh yeah, I think I found some sort of, I was trying to find some sort of command that allow me to adjust. And for the most part, is to get that recess is just add a couple loop cups, use the size tool to reduce the size, and then sort of power push it back so it gives that illusion, or at least that bit of depth. Oh yeah, I think that's what I did. I ended up doing all the loop cuts and then move some of them right next to each other. That way when I go to, I wanted to size all of them at the same time, so they've all had the same thickness. Oh yeah, this was the next fun part, was trying to do the finger holes. On both sides. Get everything to be zeroed. Yeah, I found out it was quicker for me just to do it on one side instead of trying to do it on both sides at the same time. Yeah, now lining them up with the finger holes is best to do it with both sides, that they stay level. And just do a couple loop cuts. Then all I do is I have to extrude in. Yeah, finding out that when I just go ahead and extrude to the past the point, and then merge the dots. But if I'm gonna be a lot easier than leaving it short from passing all the way through. Because working like this saves me of the hassle of actually have the turning to get so I can make sure I get all the points I need to merge. Oh yeah, this is, what was this? Oh yeah, I was going to try to figure out how to I think I was trying to figure out how to do that bend, and I don't know if I know quite yet if I did the bevel tool. Did I use the bevel tool? Yeah, that's the bevel tool. Yeah, using it some to try to give a little bit of a curve. Now I did go in, and I think, yeah, I think I went in because I just don't like those edges just coming and just stopping and creating a plane or a shape that's just completely giving it like a ton of multiple edges. So I came in and I don't remember what that tool's called, but basically allows me to create an extension, and then I can just now center everything into their own little points. Did I do them also for the finger grips? Oh yeah, that was interesting finding out that I just I'm just doing the face. I think here I'm trying to see if I can do multiple at one time. Yeah, I think I was trying to copy copy the number, that way when I can come over here and I can do the exact same thing. Just paste in so they'll be identical. I think all that's left to do now is add color. Yep, I think that's all I gotta do now is just add the color. Now, one cheating way I do this, especially if I have to color a lot of stuff the same color, is when I set one color, I'll take a screen capture of the color and then put it in paint, and then the screen capture my other colors I designed, put it in paint. That way I can always reference the picture so I know what numbers to type in. I wish they keep wanting to change these color wheels, and I kind of wish they would at least keep in the CMYK and RGB, because sometimes it's easier to remember those numbers. And I do have some books referencing, like if you want certain colors, that you can go in and just type in the numbers it gives you for those. But it's like everybody wants to keep changing, saying, oh, this way's better. I wish there was a way to actually just incorporate all the different ones. Oh yeah, let's see. What else I had to add some loop cups in here. What was the loop cut here added for? I'm trying to remember. Was it because of the actual distance of the blue and gray pieces? Oops. End up cutting stuff on the inside. One part trying to have to deselect everything. Oh, that's right. That's why I had that gray streak that goes around. Ended up catching the stuff on the inside and I had to return it. Probably wouldn't matter if I didn't change it back, because you probably wouldn't have seen most of it because of the core on the inside, but stickler for details. And that's the one thing I'm not a big fan of the circle things, because I kind of like the way I used to do, where you would have the entire square. That way you can kind of move around a little bit easier on adjusting for light, for what type you want. But I may do what I had here. Oh, you know, we gotta create the orange. I don't know why I didn't create the orange first and then go with the gray. I think later on I found out, or at least at some point I might have just did it there. I found out, oh, I have a eyedropper tool. I realized I had that when I was doing this. What was it I was trying to do here? Oh yeah, that's why I had to figure. Why am I trying to do all this when I can just change the base coat color all at once? Yeah, now I have to go through and I have to add the gray. One way or the other, I was going to have to do a lot of selecting. But I think it was less selecting doing it this way than if I was to try to go around the entire matrix sphere and make it all orange. Go around it, make sure I get everything, because there's, like I said, a few spots that apparently I missed. No, for the most part. Now I just got to do the inside. The simple eye drop tool. Oh yeah, now I was trying to add a glow. A bit of a glow, I think. That way. Because the actual inside of the matrix actually emanates light. And so that's what I was trying to do here. Make where it can emanate light. I see a few more spots that I missed with the coloring. And boom, there's pretty much the matrix. Okay, there's the room. That's the room I'm working with it in. Didn't realize I had that in this video, but yeah, there's a little preview of the room I'm going to have it installed in as a overhead light. Now I've done more on that room since this, but I did not realize I had that in. I don't know. I forgot about it. But that's a little teaser for our upcoming video. I hope you all enjoyed this. Please help out the channel by liking, subscribe, and share the video with anybody you think might be interested in this. I hope all of you have a great day.